Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Mayor's podcast. My name is Mayor Dennis Buckley with the City of Beech Grove, and it's January the 9th at 1 p.m. We're here in the Mayor's office. Tim's with me again. I want to give you an update on COVID and a couple infrastructure projects that are going on. But the reason I wanted to do the podcast today is to talk to you about sewer rates and the fact that they're going to go up again here in your next billing cycle. But first of all, I just wanted to briefly touch base on where we're at uh, concerning COVID. All of our municipal buildings are open with the exception of City Hall. City Hall is still closed to the public. And we're finding out the longer we go with this, people are adapting, and you really don't have to come into the building. You could drop most of your business off at either the mailbox or the night box, and we'll take care of it and we'll call you when it's ready. So, and people have been pretty good about doing it, especially with their sewer bills. So, it's become more mundane, and we appreciate the patience shown by the general public. The council meetings, Board of Works meetings, they are open to the public. The only thing that I ask you to do is wear a mask and try to keep social distance from your neighbors. So the community center is open. DPW is open. It's off on a modified schedule right now, uh, partially due to COVID, but mainly due to the cold weather. If you notice when they're out picking up trash, those are pickup trucks that follows each trash truck, and they alternate about every block, so to keep the guys working in the back warm. So it's a good thing. The fire department is obviously open and under normal conditions, as is the police department. So the park system is open. Uh, it was really fun to go through the park the other day and see the number of people that were down there sledding in the snow. That was really good to see, and kind of reminds me of days in the past when I used to do that. So, but we're doing all right. Our workforce is healthy. Um, the COVID numbers are going down a little bit. There was a period for a couple of months here in Beech Grove that I really didn't know what was going to happen. We were averaging 4 to 5 patients a day uh, being taken to the hospital by our ambulance, but that has subsided drastically, and I'm very happy about that. I want to encourage you to continue to wear a mask, social distance from the person next to you by 6 feet, and when you can get the vaccination, get the vaccination. I had my first vaccination on January the 20th, and I'm due to have my second vaccination shortly. So please take advantage of that when uh, your age group comes up. So I will be right back and I'll talk to you about what's going on Main Street and a couple of infrastructure projects that we're working on. I'll be right back. We're back for the second segment of this podcast, and I want to remind everyone that on February the 20th, from 9 to noon behind City Hall, is another free shredding event and free appliance drop off. We will accept any old recyclable appliance with the exception of tube TVs. We will not accept big tube TVs, so please don't bring them over. Our friends at the Beech Grove Little League are going to help me this time, so they will accept contributions to further help the Little League program. So we're looking forward to that. Main Street has a program for the love of Main Street from February 1st through the 28th. I strongly encourage you to go down to Main Street and support our local business. Very important. I'm slowly building this list up, so I've got about 7 more stops to make before the end of February. But I'll get there. So that's going on. Haven't heard anything about St. Patrick's Day. I know downtown they have canceled the parade and everything involved with St. Patrick's Day. I don't know about out here. And I'll just have to wait and see, like everyone else, what's happening. I want to turn to infrastructure. We continue to work on our paving program for this spring. Bids should go out sometime in April. We are preparing to open up or to submit bids for the sanitary sewer rehab through the Okra program. Within the next couple of weeks, work should begin over on Garstang on a major drainage project. Water is shedding off of the Amtrak lot and causes problems in the area of Garstang and Shaft. So we're going to go over there and try to correct that problem. That's been an age-old problem, and so we are hopeful that will happen, that we'll be able to correct that problem. The Greenway is continuing. They are currently driving the piles in for the bridges. That should be concluding very soon. If you go to the website, we have a weekly update that we get from the inspector on the project, and it tells where they're at in conjunction as to the bridges and everything that they're doing. It's a nice read, and I would encourage you to look at it. We'll have another one on there when they send them over to me. So the project is moving along. If you're over in the Carrington area and you drive up and down Charnwood, you'll see it. It's kind of a mess right now, but it'll be nice when it's done. And that area where it's really messy, that's where the bridge is going to go over the creek. One of 4 bridges, so that's going to be pretty through there when it's done. But that's what I wanted to talk to you about, infrastructure and Main Street, along with our shredding event for February the 20th from 9 to noon behind the City Hall. So I'll be right back, and we're going to talk about sewer rates. We're back for the final segment today, and I want to talk to you about the sewer rates that we charge customers of Beech Grove Sewage Works Utility. Once again, you received notice on your last bill that our rates are going to go up again. That's not a pleasant topic for anyone to discuss, but I feel like I need to sit down and talk to you about why we do this. And I would rather you hear this from me rather than read it in a local paper or on your sewer bill. For those of you who have been around here a long time, know that we used to treat our own wastewater. We did it down in the city park. That process started in the mid-1940s. All the way through to 1979, we treated our own wastewater. In 1979, the city of Beech Grove entered into an agreement with the city of Indianapolis, and the city of Indianapolis started treating our wastewater. From that time on, we have kind of gotten the short end of the stick. We can't make our own rules. We're subject to whatever the city of Indianapolis and now Citizens Energy advises and recommends. As we speak right now, the Citizens Energy Group treats all of the wastewater generated by customers of Beech Grove Sewage Works, you and I. and they charge us a fee per 1,000 gallons treated. In 2018, the City of Beech Grove Sewage Works Utility paid Citizens Energy Group $589,454 for the treatment of wastewater. In 2019, Citizens Energy Group charged the City of Beech Grove Sewage Work Utility $884,311 for the treatment of wastewater. That is an almost $300,000 increase in the cost to treat wastewater. The City of Beech Grove Sewage Works Utility cannot absorb that. And we have to pass that on to the ratepayers, you and I. In 2020, the City of Beech Grove Sewage Works Utility paid Citizens Energy Group $884,471 for the treatment of wastewater. Not only that, is we average 2.5 million gallons a day that is delivered to Citizens Energy that we all generate. If the Citizens Energy receives over 5 million gallons or 8 million gallons a day from the City of Beech Grove, we pay an extra fee. And sometimes that happens when there's a big rain event. Water will infiltrate our system and we end up treating rainwater or groundwater instead of treating wastewater. And that's because our system is old. We have pipe in the ground that has been there at least 75 years. Over 10% of all of our pipe, and we have about 40 miles of pipe, has lived its life and is older than 75 years. Ratepayers in 2021 are going to have to pay, on average, an additional $4.57 per month just to cover the cost of treatment of wastewater. In 22, that figure goes to $5.21 per 1,000 gallons treated. And in 2024, that rate increases again by another $4.40 that each customer will have to absorb in order for us to remain solvent. The city council may not want to do that, but if the city council does not want to adjust the rates to keep up, then we will fall farther and farther behind. And that's nobody's fault, it's just how it is. On your next sewer bill, you are going to see 3 charges. The first charge is for sanitary sewer. It's going to be $37. Last month it was $32.66. This month it's $37. Your last sewer bill, it was $17 for trash pickup. This sewer bill, it's $19. And I'll talk about trash pickup at the end. And then the stormwater fee of $3.75 remains the same. So you'll see the same amount on your next bill. So last month you paid $53.41. The next bill you'll be asked to pay $59.75. An increase of a little over $6.34. The big reason for that from the sewer side is the treatment of wastewater. In 2019, Citizens Energy billed the city of Beech Grove 97 cents per 1,000 gallons treated. In 2020, Citizens Energy Group billed the city $1.17 per 1,000 gallons treated. This year, that figure went up to $1.41 per 1,000 gallons of wastewater treated. Next year in 22, that figure goes up again to $1.70 per 1,000 gallons treated. That's what we will be billed. This goes on and on. In 23, it goes up to $2.02. And in 24, it goes up to $2.25 per 1,000 gallons of wastewater treated. And then in 2025, it goes up again to $2.48. So the moral of this story is that every year into the foreseeable future, the city council of the city of Beech Grove is going to have to adjust the rates for the treatment of wastewater just to keep up. Because if we don't, we will go into insolvency because we will never be able to afford this. If you want to continue with all of your other services, police, fire, because if we don't adjust the rates and keep up, we have to draw from other revenue sources to pay for the treatment fees. And that takes away from everybody else. So I want to close out by talking about our trash pickup. And there is no doubt that, as far as I'm concerned, we have the absolute best DPW around, and that includes trash pickup and recycling. Last month, as I said earlier, your bill was $17 a month for trash pickup. It's going up to $19. And you ask why? Well, we take our trash to two places. We either take our trash to the Southside landfill, which we don't want to take. We don't want to introduce our trash to the earth. Or we take it to Cavanna. Cavanna burns it and then captures the steam and sells the steam. We would rather go there than to the landfill. Every year, Southside Landfill in Cavanna raises their rates by 3%. They did it again here this month. They automatically go up. So we too have to offset that cost. And that is the reason for the increase in trash fees for 2021. So we are just adjusting to what is being charged the utility. And we are passing that price on to you. So that is the 10,000 foot view that I wanted to talk to you about today, is that folks, in about another 3-4 years, it is going to be very expensive to pay for sewer fees in the city of Beech Grove. Trash fees, not so much. We've held the line on stormwater fees, but it is conceivable that you will see a $55, $60, $65 sewer bill alone as a customer of Beech Grove Sewage Works Utility within the next 5 years. It's going to be very expensive. I'm very concerned about it. The council's concerned about it. As a matter of fact, the council, I think, is going to entertain a deduction for those who qualify, who are of age and are on fixed income. So I look to see that happening sometime this year. I'm not going to speak for any of them, but I know they are very concerned about the increases in the sewage works utility, and I'm not sure which other way we go with this. So, but that's the message I wanted to send to you today. And as I said earlier, I want you to hear it from me. I don't want you to read about it in the local paper. So I wish you the best. I appreciate your time today, and God bless.